Hey there guys, Mike here. Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection is back for another episode. Today is a movies I love to rewatch episode. This is a new thing I've started about, I don't have to explain it to you. It's movies you love to rewatch, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is, the movie I want to talk about today is, man, I've seen this movie so many times. I just love putting this thing on. It's got a great cast, great director. It just looks great. The story is awesome. It's just phenomenal. It may be my favorite John Frankenheimer movie. But the movie I'm talking about, guys, is The Train from 1964, starring Burt Lancaster, directed by John Frankenheimer. Wow, just really good. It's got Paul Scofield, Michelle Simon, Susan Flom, Wolfgang Press, Richard Munch, and then it's got Jean Moreau, famous French actress. She's in it. This takes place during World War II in France. The Germans are basically looting France. This is when the occupation of France was and the Nazis had control. So what they did was they took so many pieces of art, statues, paintings, you name it. Most of the French identity, they stole most of their famous works of art, you know, stuff that were truly French, and they couldn't let that happen. They couldn't let all their priceless art be looted, and God knows what would happen to it. Don't know if it would get blown up, put in a cave somewhere and forgotten about, which has probably happened with a lot of stuff. But anyways, it's up to Burt Lancaster. He's kind of on the French resistance. Him and a few people, and he kind of works with trains and stuff. I'm not sure if he's what his history is with trains, but right now he's kind of working with the French resistance. Basically, they get a hold of him. He assembles some people to do this. They're like, we're going to get this train once they get everything loaded up, and we're going to basically steal it all back from them and everything. But, you know, the Nazi that's in charge of all this, Paul Scofield, who's in charge of stealing all the art and everything, is a true art lover. And it becomes personal to him. Like, he loves this art, you know, and he wants to be selfish and keep it all, you know. I mean, who would think that you could steal all of a country's art and keep it for yourself and everything? But he kind of goes out of the way to protect this shipment of art and stuff. So I think it's like maybe 2 trainfuls or 2-3 boxcars full of art. Anyways, they assemble the thing. There's a lot of great action scenes. There's a lot of sorry about that, guys. Got a knock on the door. The dogs go nuts. Interrupts video. I'm sorry. Keeping it real. But anyways, back to The Train. Let me read about it. I'm kind of starting to just mumble about it. Directed by John Frankenheimer, at the peak of his powers, The Train was made during a tremendous run of the top class pictures that also included Birdman of Alcatraz, 7 Days in May, and The Manchurian Candidate. With Seconds soon to follow. The movie Seconds is really good. France, 1944. Art lover, a fanatical Nazi, Colonel von Wildenheim, has plundered a Paris museum for all of its masterpieces, including works by Van Gogh, Picasso, Cézanne. His intention is to have them transported by rail to Berlin, but one man stands in his way. Aware that the Allied forces are fast approaching the French capital, resistance fighter Laviche need only stall the train for a few more days, but he'll have to use all of his wits and skills to do so. featuring 2 Oscar winners in its lead roles, Burt Lancaster and Paul Scofield, and Jean Moreau and Michael Simon in support. The Train combines star power with spectacular action sequences to produce a classic war movie. And this is a really good addition. It's got dual artwork. It's got a nice little booklet. It's got adequate extras on here. I think there's an interview with a Burt Lancaster biographer, Kate Buford, called Burt Lancaster in the 60s, which is pretty fascinating. I really do like Burt Lancaster. I've done a few videos on him, maybe 2 or 3 videos, showing off his movies and stuff. But yeah, The Train is just excelente all day long. Like they said, the action scenes. I think it was filmed in like a 1.8.5. It's kind of like not a super wide screen, but just really, it's just beautiful. The cinematography in black and white is just great. Great storyline. It just moves like this. You get invested in the characters, especially the supporting actors. You really feel for them and root for them. You're really rooting for Burt Lancaster to pull this off. He's got to basically stall them. Basically get the train and get it to a safe place, and get it back to Paris, back to the museum. I mean, it was a huge museum. It doesn't really say what museum it is. Is it the Louvre? I don't know. But they got a shit ton of art. Okay, let's put it that way. So he's got to kind of stall them for a few days. The Allies are coming in. That's going to bomb them out. They're going to scurry like little roaches out, and then the French can get a hold of the train again. So basically, that's the plan, and it's a pretty tricky plan. A lot of help with certain people and everything, and it really shows sacrifice. These people were willing to give their life for the art of France. The art of France was France. The spirit of and they were willing to give their life for that, and some did. And it's just a great movie. It really is. It ticks all the boxes. It's just one of those great movies to watch over and over again. And if you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's just great. The Train. It's really good. So there you go, guys. And that's a really good release there. Again, that's a good release from Arrow. So there you go, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about The Train, or if you've heard of it, and Burt Lancaster, and etc., etc. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Apparently my wife says I got a hitchhiker thumb. So yeah, give me a hitchhiker thumbs up, and comment, and subscribe. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Helps the channel grow, all that stuff, and all that yakety yak that YouTube tells us, and with algorithms and all that other stuff. So, but yeah, give me a subscribe and thumbs up and all that good stuff, guys, and check that movie out. And so until next time, guys, I am Mike. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.